Okay, yay, it says we're live. Let me just make sure that we have some audio, which, hallelujah, we do. So how is everybody this morning? Let me flip up. Here we go. Whoa, I got lots of stuff in my picture there. But anyway, good morning and welcome to another episode of Coffee and Create with Brenda. I am Brenda Hillard, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you live every Saturday morning for Coffee and Create with some sort of fun little project. I'm a card maker, but a lot of what I show and demonstrate can be used for other projects too. So let's go down to my workstation. All right, here we are. You guys, I'm really coming in hot on the end of the, good morning, Karen. Coming in hot on the end of my chances to earn the incentive trip. And so any orders that you can place with me would be greatly appreciated. Use my host code posted right up here. If your order is over $150, please do not use my host code. You will receive my host gift. You'll receive a personal thank you from me. And I should say a hand-stamped thank you from me. And as always, I love demonstrating new projects with new products. So let's get started. Oh, one other thing I want to mention, be sure to check out the weekly deals. I did a couple pop-in videos this week using the products from the weekly deals, so check those out. There were some kind of pretty cards, if I do say so myself. And there were some new items added on Thursday, so you'll want to check those out. And if you've been thinking about subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, today is the last day to subscribe to the September 2022, which is the spooky treats. That's what it's called. And they're little Halloween packages. But remember, you always get the stamp set in there too, so you'll have products to make cards, and there's always like leftover little tidbits that are fun to create with. So thank you for sharing, Karen. I truly appreciate it. Anybody else on here this morning, give me a shout out and be sure to hit the share button if you would. Thanks. All right, so today, this is a set that I have not really, I've used it a couple of times, but I've not used it a lot. And it's quite fun. It's called Alpha Best, and it has this fun little coordinating punch called the Best Label Punch. I'm going to shut my light off up here because it feels like I'm getting quite a reflection. There. That might be better. Anyway, yeah, so this is the set that I'll be using. And I am also going to be using another set for the sentiment on the inside of our card, and that is called the Best Witches. So anyway, this is a really fun set too, and I have a great card coming up for that. All right, all I'm going to be using is the Alpha Best and the punch. I'm going to be using the second to the largest square from the Stylish Shapes. Of course I am. I always use Stylish Shapes. It feels like it's my go-to set. So the Stylish Shapes. Good morning, Linda. Thank you for hopping on. Be sure to share. All right. I'm going to be using Stays On ink with Mango Melody. I'm going to be using the adhesive backed seasonal sequins. You've seen me, if you watch me regularly, you've seen me do the sequined cards, and you can tell I love these. This is what I have left from my second pack, and I just opened my third pack, so I use those quite a bit. And what else do I have? Oh, how could I forget the beautiful black and white gingham ribbon. Okay, so let me Oh, there's one other thing I want to tell you. The designer series paper that I'm going to be using is on the very back page of the mini catalog. And I shouldn't say the back page because that would be this, but it's this page 86 and 87. I feel like this doesn't really show up very well on here, but here is the Celebrate Everything 12 by 12 papers. And if you're on my team, you received a really fun pack of paper this month. I should say levels 1 and 2 on my team. You received a really fun pack of paper and a card made by me showing off this fun paper. So as how you get this is you have to host a workshop, which doesn't mean you have to invite anybody to your house. All it means is that you ask your crafty friends if they're interested in ordering, and if they are, I'll help you get it all set up. We can do it on Facebook. We can just do it by catalogs. But when you have a qualifying party of $150, you can purchase this beautiful pack of paper for $18. Now hold on, because it is 48 12 by 12 sheets. Let me show you the papers. It's really, really fun. Now, I don't have my normal sample made up with this because it is a host gift. But I want to throw out there that if you want to host a catalog party, or you want to host a virtual party, or maybe you have $150 worth of stuff on your wish list, well, either you can join my team for $99 and add this to your starter kit, or you can make a purchase of $150 yourself and add this to your order for $18 as your host gift. But just look how fun these papers are. And it's called, It is called Celebrate Everything. And it's named appropriately because look we have fall, we have Halloween, we have like a birthday stripe, we have more Halloween, we have trees and plaids. It's just fun. Look at this fun Christmas print with the gingerbread and the candies and the holly. We have just an all occasion. There's fireworks, so it could be 4th of July, New Year's, birthday, whatever you might be celebrating, maybe a wedding. Look at the snowflakes. This could be birthday paper too. It wouldn't just have to be snowflakes. But it just keeps going. There's 48 sheets in here. It's absolutely beautiful. So check that out. Page 86 and 87. They're host gifts, which means you need to host a workshop or be your own party and order $150 worth of product. So let me know if I can help you with that. Here we go. Here we go. You guys, my card is really quick and simple, and you're going to want to stay on because I do have some other samples that I made using this same layout. So what I have is a piece of basic black that measures 5.5 by 8.5. I have another piece of basic black that, as I told you, I die cut with the second to the largest square from the Stylish Shapes. I have a piece of that beautiful designer series paper that measures 3 by 3. Another piece of that paper that I just love. Look at the stripes on that one. 2 inches by 5 3/8. I have another piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4. And then just a scrap piece of basic white. All right, so that's for our card. Now, let me kind of move a little bit of my stuff out of the way. I'm working myself into no room to stamp. Okay, So is what I wanted to show you. In this stamp set, you see all these little pieces down here? I just want to demonstrate on a scrap piece of paper how adorable these are. I've got smoky slate, and I'm just going to stamp. And look at the little lines. So you can do backgrounds. There's another one. I think this kind of looks like a Band-Aid. But then the other thing I wanted to show you is that they have little images that you can put in there as well. So if I wanted to take my little flowers that are in that, or stars, I'm sorry, that are in that set, and with the smoky slate, I could bring in my Memento black ink, and I can add little stars on there as well. How cute is that? Good morning, Beth. I'm seeing I have a few people on this morning, so that's exciting. Be sure to share my video. Be sure to comment. Be sure to give me thumbs up. All of those things help grow my audience, right? Okay, stop jibber jabber, and I just wanted to show you some of the things in this set besides the letters and the numbers. And like I said in my video description, this really is a great set to help personalize your projects. All right, so you guys, here's our card base, right? 5.5 by 8.5. Now, I didn't score anything today because I'm just going to fold this in half. And you could score it if you want to, but you really don't have to. I'm going to take my bone folder and give it a crease. And then I'm going to take this top flap and I'm going to fold it back in half and give it a good crease. So now my card's going to open. It's kind of like a mini Z fold, I guess, would be a good. Yes, Beth, you're right. It is great for scrapbooking. Like I said, just to be able to personalize your projects. You can put dates in your scrapbooks. You can put names, or I don't know. I always found when we did little trips with the kids or whatever, we'd always come up with some kind of a, there'd be, somebody would say something that was funny and it would just be the buzzword for the duration of the vacay. So I'm going to take my 4 by 5.25 inch piece. How is everybody this morning, by the way? I feel like the weather has really changed and it just feels good to be, the grass has stopped growing a little bit, so you don't have to mow every other day. It just feels good to be a little bit more relaxed in the fall. I love fall. All right, I'm going to take my 2 by 5 3/8 piece of designer series paper. Aren't these pumpkins and ghosts just the cutest? If you know me, you know I love all the Halloween treats and colors and all of that stuff. I know there's people out there that don't like Halloween, but I do, so I just had to show a Halloween card. All right, now our 3 by 3 piece of designer series paper, like this. And this designer series paper works really great for this project. I'll show you why. I'm just going to put adhesive on the left side, like half, because we're going to center that on here like this. So when you open it, it just goes like so. But if they do turn it over, we have some coordinating paper. I don't know that I got that on there really straight, but ooh, I think I'm going to be able to fix it. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. All right, that looks much better to me. Yeah. All right, so let's take our little stylish, what am I doing? I can't even talk right. Our stylish shapes. I wanted to get stitched in there somewhere, but you know, there's nothing stitched in the name. It's Stylish Shapes Dies. And with our black and white gingham ribbon, I'm just going to tie a little bow on the square, just like that. I'll bring in my ribbon scissors and give it a snip. All right. You guys, I'm not kidding about this quick and easy card because it does go together pretty quick. And like I said, stay tuned. I got a couple more samples to show you when we're done. Okay, so what I want now is, what did I do with my, oh here, my stamps. I've got Mango Melody. You can tell it's a well-loved stamp pad. And I'm just going to stamp. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to show you something. I was very intentional about how I stamped these. When you open the punch, the paper goes in like this. So I wanted to be able to go punch, punch, punch. If I would have gone this way, now I'm not able to reach it there, and I come up short there. I'd have to trim. So like I said, I was very intentional that I go this way for my punching, for my punch, okay? So that is it for our Mango Melody. I'm gonna bring in Stays On Black, just because I want that really, really dark black solid ink for these. So I'm going to stamp my B. B for Brenda or Boo. And my O. Whoops. Stays On ink, you guys, is a solvent ink, so it's sticky, as you just witnessed. And there's my other Boo. All right, or my other O for the Boo, I should say. Now, one thing I do want to mention is the Stays On will stain my stamp. I do not want to clean photopolymer stamps with the Stays On cleaner because it will dissolve the photopolymer. So just clean these with your regular chamois. So let me bring in my well-loved chamois here. I'm going to just clean them off, and that's how my stamps are now going to look because I use Stays On. But that's okay. If you get it on your block like I did here, you can use the solvent and it will take that off from your block. All right, so let's bring in our punch. Great for scrapbooking. I need to check my comments. People are commenting. Karen, I love Halloween too. You know what, Beth? It is a good swap card layout. It doesn't use a lot of designer series paper, which then means that you have enough, probably with a 12 by 12 sheet, to make, you know, 14, 15 cards. Can you see how I'm lining these up and just punching? Okay. So now is what I want to do is bring my little square back in, and I want my Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm just going to add a dimensional to the back of each of these. And then take off my backs. And I'm just going to do my word. And I'm purposely not trying to keep those in a straight line. I tried on my sample to do that. Let me bring in my sample. So here it is. Okay. And then when you open it, looks like that. All right, so for this, I want to add some Stampin' Seal. You guys, I'm going to celebrate my granddaughter's first birthday this afternoon. I can't wait. She is just, well, she is adorable, but I'm also just a little, probably just a little biased because she's ours. All right, leave my bow alone. I'm going to bring in those adhesive backed seasonal sequins. That's the remnant pieces. And I want to take out of my new pack. I've used a lot of these and I wasn't sure about them when I first got them, and now I love them. As you can see, they've been well loved. All right. Just going to add a couple sequins. Okay, I'm going to add a lot of sequins, but that's all right. So there we have the outside of our card. Fun, right? All right, so on the inside, remember I told you about this cute little Best Witches? Look at how cute she is. And this frog, you guys, is adorable. The stars. And so what I want to use inside of mine, again, I'll bring in the Stays On. Ink it up. And this one, being it's red rubber, I can use the solvent cleaner on it and it will clean up beautifully. I'll show you in just a minute, okay? And then I want to add these adorable little stars. So I'm going to put some right up here and right down there. And when you do this, you want to be careful that you keep your stamping inside your square. But as you can see, it's pretty easy to do. All right, I'm going to put the lid on this. It's important with this solvent ink pad that you keep it covered because it will dry out quickly if it's left open. So now let me grab my solvent cleaner. And you can tell that my bottle is pretty old because it's still got the green and brown label rather than the black and white. And you really don't need much of this at all. So is what I do is I just dab on to my stamp. I blot it off on a paper towel and then take it to my chamois. And ta-da! The red rubber cleans up really, really nice. The photopolymer, like I said, it does stain your stamp, but it does not affect the integrity, the stamping integrity of your stamp. So, all right, blot off onto my chamois, and I'm good to go. All right, cover up my solvent, and again, that is the Stays On cleaner. Okay, so there's our fun little project. You know what I didn't do though? Shame on me. There is always a decorated envelope here at Create with Brenda. And to make this one really simple, all I need to do is add some of these adorable little stars on the back of the flap of our envelope. So there we have it. It matches. It's adorable. And who wouldn't love to get that card, right? Thanks, Karen. All right. So there's those. And as I told you, I have a couple more to share with you. And they too use the paper from Celebrate Everything. So I just want to reiterate, if you have an order of $150, you can add it to your order for $18, 48 12 by 12 sheets, and you will receive my host gift and a hand-stamped card from me. Do not use my host code if it's $150 or more. And yeah, and if you want to host a virtual party or a book party, you just have to let me know and I'll get you set up. All right, here's those samples, guys. So this paper too comes from the Celebrate Everything, as I said. So I have this one. Looks like that. And with the fall, because we're getting close. So there's that. And then I have a Christmas one that I did ho 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 with the ornament paper. And then, you know, the back side of the ornament, or the back side of the ornament paper is this, it almost looks like Christmas wrap with the little bows, little strings. All right, there we have it. Another episode of Coffee and Create with Brenda. And again, I'm Brenda Hillard, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So I hope that you will join me. When this coming Wednesday is mystery stamping. I've sent out in my newsletter the measurements and whatnots. It's a fun evening of creating a card that you don't know what the card looks like, but you just pick like your favorite papers, your favorite stamp set, whatever the case may be. And at the end, you end up with a really cute card. And then we share our cards at the end. And it's a fun group. So if you want the information, just go out to my, go out to createwithbrenda.com, subscribe to my newsletter, and all the information is there. So, all right, I hope to see you Wednesday. If not, I'll see you next Saturday. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye for now.